A decade ago, car-centric Phoenix began to explore new ways for Phoenicians to get around. Once known for having the worst public transportation in America, the city began to invest in a new vision.
Light rail has changed the city, where we see development happening where it hadn't happened in literally decades, where we see investment being made where it hadn't been made in decades. Over $11 billion in real estate investment made along our light rail. Right now, our ridership is running almost twice what the projected ridership would be. We, on an average day, carry about 50,000 riders. This year, we'll have about 17 million.
30% of those riders are college students, many from Arizona State University.
Right after light rail was built, they opened and started development of their downtown Phoenix campus, which is now thriving. So you really have this connectivity of not only business and finance, but now educationally.
I actually go to Gateway Community College, and because of the light rail, it's so much more easier, so much less time to even get there, and it's so much more helpful for me to even get to class and even get to work.
In 2015, Phoenix voters approved a sales tax increase for an ambitious plan called Transportation 2050, which would fund several extensions of the light rail network, including one to South Phoenix. In contrast to Phoenix's auto-centric transportation culture, South Phoenix is a community where over 1 in 4 residents doesn't own a car. Presented with the possibility of a convenient link to downtown, over 70% of South Phoenix voted yes on the plan. But the approved plan for the extension would reduce Central Avenue, a busy thoroughfare in South Phoenix, from 4 lanes of vehicle traffic to just 2 lanes. When this became widely known, it raised concerns in the community.
I got involved because I live in a neighborhood where once light rail construction begins, we will not have emergency services to our neighborhood because Central is the only outlet to our neighborhood.
Well, light rail always brings concerns, and a lot of those concerns are legitimate. It's a big disruptor. During the construction, it's very disruptive. It's more disruptive than a regular road project.
The controversy that started over lanes soon led to larger questions about the role of light rail and city government in South Phoenix. How was the community involved in decision-making, and who decides how public investment is made? Following the pushback, the Phoenix City Council collected extensive community feedback.
As a resident of the South Phoenix community, I'm very concerned to hear that we would scrap a project of this nature. The growth in our community and the opportunity for our community exist because the light rail will provide access for us.
I have lived along Central Avenue in South Phoenix for my entire life. I'm here today to plead with you to vote to not allow this monstrosity into our community.
I'm here to speak in support of the light rail. I agree with a lot of the sentiment here, and I'm so grateful for the turnout, in part because South Phoenix needs help. Phoenix needs to join this vibrant economy and commerce, and that the rest of Phoenix has enjoyed for many years.
Public Transportation Association.
The City Council decided to move forward with the extension, but anti-light rail organizers continued their push to transfer city funding from light rail to cars and buses.
Light rail costs too much and gives too little. Ending the expansion of light rail will free up billions of dollars that can be spent on fixing city streets and sidewalks, expanding bus and dollar ride service, improved lighting, and other much-needed transportation projects. This is a grassroots effort. It is a community effort, and we did it to save our community.
We have had this business here down in Central Phoenix since 1999. We knew what it did on 19th Avenue. We knew it forced quite a few businesses to close. We also knew that the construction would be a nightmare, so we knew that it would hurt the foot traffic here.
Transit-oriented development often comes with displacement. Small mom-and-pop shops are forced out by larger developers. Lower-income residents and renters are displaced by rising property values and higher costs of living. Many fear that not enough is being done to minimize the displacement of vulnerable residents and business owners. South Phoenix residents and the city as a whole are tasked with weighing the benefits and burdens of new transit investment in their neighborhood.
When the voters voted overwhelmingly to support light rail, they supported a vision for the future, an investment that was generational. Fixing potholes is not a generational investment, it's a Band-Aid.
It's not an either or, sidewalks and buses and new routes, right? We need both. We need light rail. A ridership number should say to this city, we have more to do by the people that are relying on public transit.